Hey everyone, we're going to unlock the secrets to making your sentences way more powerful and exciting. And I mean, what if I told you we could give your sentences actual superpowers?
You know that feeling when you write something and you're like, yeah, it's okay, but it could be better. Let's take a super simple sentence and see what kind of magic we can work on it.
Okay, here it is. The dog slept. I mean, sure, it's a sentence, it's correct, but it's a little plain, right? Kind of boring, it's just there. So what if we could give it some special abilities?
So, you ready? Let's power it up. And the way we're going to do that is by bringing in some awesome little sidekicks called helping verbs.
All right, before we start powering things up, we've got to talk about the hero that's already in every sentence, the main verb.
So, the main verb, that's the heart of the action. It's the engine. Words like play, eat, sleep, or write, they're the ones telling you what's actually going on. Without that engine, your sentence is basically just parked.
But, even the biggest heroes need a sidekick, right? And in the world of sentences, that's exactly where auxiliary verbs, or as we're going to call them, helping verbs, come into play.
Now, these helpers don't fly solo. No way. They team up with our main verb to give it all sorts of extra powers. We're talking time travel, asking questions, or adding a whole new layer of meaning.
Okay, so these helpers are basically split into two teams. First up, you've got the do-it-all crew. They handle all the everyday stuff. And then you've got the superpower squad, and they're the ones who add all the cool special effects.
Let's meet that first team, the do-it-all crew. And I bet you already know these guys. Be, have, and do. Seriously, think of them as the reliable workhorses of the verb world.
Each one of these has a super important, specific job. The be verbs, like is or are, they show an action that's happening right now, in the moment. Then you've got the have verbs, like has, which show an action that's already done and dusted. And do, do is your go-to for asking questions and for making sentences negative.
Okay, you ready for the really fun part? Let's bring in the superpower squad. Now, their official name is modal verbs, but let's be honest, superpower squad is just way cooler, right? And here they are. This is the team. Can, could, shall, should, will, would, plus a few others. And what's awesome about them is that they never change their form. They just show up and give the main verb a really specific mood or meaning.
Seriously, you should think of these words as literal power-ups for your writing and speaking. They let you say so much more than just a simple, boring action.
So, the big question is, how do you know which superpower to use? Well, it's all about what you're trying to say. Let's break it down, power by power, so you'll know exactly which helper to call on.
Okay, first up, the power of ability. If you want to talk about a skill you have right now, you're going to use can. And if you're talking about an ability you had in the past, just swap it for could. See? It's that easy. Next power, permission. This one's cool because the helper you pick actually changes how polite you sound. Can is pretty informal, like asking a friend. Could is a bit more polite. And if you want to be super formal and respectful, may is your best bet. How about the power of advice? If you need to give someone a friendly tip or say what the right thing to do is, should and ought to are your go-to verbs. They just add that perfect tone of a helpful suggestion.
All right, what about the power of possibility? This is all about how sure you are that something's going to happen. If you think there's a pretty good chance, go with may. But if you're a little less sure, might is the perfect choice. It adds just a little bit of mystery, you know?
And now for the heavy hitters, the power of obligation. We're talking about strong rules, commands, things you absolutely have to do. For that, you bring out must and shall. These guys add an unmistakable power. I mean, there's just no arguing with them.
So remember this, helping verbs give your sentences brand new powers. The next time you're writing or speaking, don't just settle for a basic sentence. Just take a second, think about what you really want to express, and choose the helper verb that adds the perfect superpower for the job. So, what superpower are you going to give your writing today? Will it be the power of possibility with might? Or maybe the power of polite permission with could? Or, hey, maybe you'll give some awesome advice using should. The choice is all yours. Now go out there and make your sentences super.